Hello everyone, and welcome back to what might very well be the final episode of Danganronpa 1. How are you feeling about all this, Viper?
Oh, very overwhelmed, but very excited to see the outcome, you know?
Now, Stitch has fallen asleep on us, unfortunately. But it's okay. He'll just have to wait and see the ending himself when it comes out. But we're moving on to the last trial. The trial will refigure out the secrets of the school and the truth behind Mikuru Ikasaba's death.
I guess I'm the first one this time.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared?
Yeah, for now at least. But where everyone else? Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon.
And just like she said, they all coming in. Hungry? Hungry? They arrived one after another. They were all in the same state of shock. You know? Hello? Silence. And it wasn't a normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first crash trial.
You called for me and so I appear!
Yes, you are, girl.
Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh, it's so much, it's so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my lights are ablaze!
Yes!
Now listen, everything's gonna just be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful
Right to the dark scissors. In hand, I'll stab and gouge and ship the master of evil! But I thought you couldn't kill anything but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh, where am I?
And you're useless again, Art.
Yeah.
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Is it weird here? We're gloomy guys, I see.
Let's begin! The final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair! Climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right.
So much better than
This is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know. There was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest. I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Wind up.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
you guys.
So don't try and run away. You know, I do have a question. What if the photo that we saw is not the same photo that they saw?
Yeah, it could be very, very different.
It could be the same, it could be different. Who knows?
When it disappeared.
Whatever.
In the name
This
of
will be
my
over in no
family.
time.
What was the first one in the elevator? I mean, yeah, he could have showed like a photo of us murdering someone or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They
Hey.
just disappeared. into
They're
the
all
elevator.
acting on. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However,
But you know why that is, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon, at the class trial.
You're right. I'm ready.
so
Ready to win, right?
Of course.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
And then Kyoko is aboard the elevator.
Now let's get going.
Let's
Class
go.
trial waits for
As I
nobody.
make my way towards the opening. Step after step towards the gaping maw. I resolved that this would be the last time. I repeat to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally on steady legs.
Honestly,
I
if they
passed
were
the
if they
the
were
elevator.
shown the same photo, it would be not weird for them to be suspicious of me because I'm the only one not in that photo.
Yeah. Either it's because we were the last one to be picked, we could be taking the photo, or we were just not in school when that photo was taken at all. Deeper, deeper, deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper,
Okay,
deeper,
okay,
deeper,
okay, we get it. It's deep.
No, we don't need a door. We get it. We need an elevator. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have happened in seconds or centuries later? I felt like a gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Oh, it's changed again. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle.
My question is, how did we get this whole room settled like really quickly in like a day to do this?
I don't know. I'm gonna sit down on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin.
Oh, let's do this.
Sorry, it can't be an empty seat if it was your seat to begin with. Just saying.
For real. Yeah, for real. How is it empty if it's yours, girl?
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Oh, God.
So
Not
listen
this.
up. If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win!
That's
and
not-
of course, waiting for the loser
That's
is
not really
the
a special
super
rule. That's just kind of
exciting,
what's already been
super
happening.
heart-pounding
I was gonna say.
punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the
Oh, that's so
mastermind
mean.
only one person?
Good question.
Don't
That's a very good
bother.
question.
I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me.
What?
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
What?
I think this man needs to get himself some help.
Well, let's see what we got here first.
Mm.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
What's your evidence, huh?
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
I know what happened.
What a
What?
The photo shows everybody but the person he's showing it to.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
That makes so much sense, actually.
Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Damn it. The spinning makes me...
Ooh.
You guys have all been working. I have evidence.
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone other than...
What? Wait,
This doesn't make any sense.
how can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
There we go.
There we go.
That's wrong.
Oh, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I had to. It's the last
It's
time. I
not
have
just
to.
you three. I have evidence too.
What? You two?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm... But that can't be right. Because in my...
Oh.
Look,
Oh,
there's
no,
Nagy.
I'm running like this.
I'm the
Oh my
only
god, the
one
fat
not
guy
in it.
too. Oh, Stitch would have loved to see the fat guy in a different outfit.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
It's
Okay,
so
but
good.
be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Mm. Oh.
You notice how Junko's not showing her face
So the
every
secret
time?
in these pictures has
Yeah.
been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're not missing in the other photos, dumbass.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against
Come on, Tug me.
us.
Give me your photo.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Each photo has something in common. What is it?
The person I've given it to, the person's missing from the thing. Photo.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got,
Oh wow, look at
she's
Sakura
the
though.
only
Look
one
at
missing.
her with that one. She's got like a bunch of wind behind her.
Kyoko's still wearing her gloves.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
Safe to assume that
As
Togami.
long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Thank you, Togami.
Oh.
And
In
again,
other words,
Junko was
Monokuma
splashed in the
gave
face,
each of
so
us
you
a
can't
group
sing.
photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when
I'm
we
sad I didn't
each
get
saw
to see
our
Tony.
picture,
That's
we just
a
assumed everyone else was the enemy?
I'm gonna stop saying that.
Figured it out, huh?
It's not a
Yeah.
crowd.
I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
It's actually a really big hint.
Mm-hmm. But you know, there's more. Might be more than. Oh god. The thing else that bothers me about everyone's pictures is that fucking someone's face is covered.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Someone's face is getting covered. Biggest
Not
picture.
Sakura with the fucking fish.
Wait, where is she? I don't see.
Up.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, actually. Oh my god.
Wait, can we talk about how Chihiro just looks like a head?
Yeah. Oh. Oh, she's so small. Oh yeah, she's turned around in two of the photos. But
Splash in the face in one, and then plop.
Covered by someone else or someone.
Alright.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
It's not fake.
Uh-huh.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
About that.
Oh, honey.
So you think they're fake? No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
And why wouldn't he?
Because he has amnesia.
So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you
What do you mean positive? Sorry. The bad pun was not really good, but I made it anyway.
Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but
Yeah,
entirely
really.
horrifying reason.
What could it be?
Alright. What is it?
Amnesia. I don't know how to spell amnesia, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm waiting for the letter.
Now I understand.
No, I understand. Do you understand? I don't think you do understand.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
because you're stupid.
all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Very not sure. that
Alright.
wouldn't be, but no,
There's
no, no,
one
no,
piece of evidence that we have that will prove it. What is it? It's something Kyoko gave us.
Oh, the DVD.
Let's go.
If you didn't tell me that, I would have been really, really stoked for a second trying to remember what the fuck it was.
Oh god, there's a lot.
DVD. Oh my god. That's going to be interview DVD, no?
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia?
Yep.
Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory.
Oh, you did.
Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Do you?
So the
Fuck, I
idea
missed
that
it.
we all lost our memories.
Is totally stupid. Obviously.
You're saying we all. Since when did this turn into.
I promise you, ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Do you? Because you don't remember that interview. I can guarantee you that.
You don't remember that, do you know, girl?
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, I can't even if I wanted to.
No,
If it was
it's
Togepi,
nothing like
you would
that.
love to see it, wouldn't you, girl? Yeah, freak.
It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hopes Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
Oh, we did
What are
play
you
it.
saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yes.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Thank you, Togami.
How can you say
Thank you,
that?
Togepi.
We're
This is why I
talking
love
about
you, brother.
living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest,
Togepi,
I
I
have
could be
something
Togepi.
else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yes.
What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Why do you
I
think?
don't know. I don't remember a thing.
Why do you think he would have said something like that?
I'm not sure. Unless he was getting like something out of it, I don't know. Maybe he thought he was gonna get something from it.
Or he was running away from something. All of them were.
True.
But what could they be running from?
Their life.
No, it's something more obvious.
Oh. Yeah.
The tragedy.
Yeah.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane. How can I believe that?
I mean, that's fair.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
I mean, meh.
What matters is figuring
Wait,
out
kind of
what
matters.
memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
What do you think it is?
The reason?
Mm-hmm.
To try and make them forget about the tragedy that happened.
That could be a possibility. My theory is that he removed the memories, so we would think we would know each other, so we would all be suspicious of each other all the time.
Oh, that is also a very good one too.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The killing motive, the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
Mm-hmm.
It sure does. But that
Okay,
is
freak,
still
come
a
on.
secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, we we have to explain it. Sorry. The one who killed him is the true mastermind. That's who we need to expose.
Let's listen first.
Yeah, because it could be anyone.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Sure.
That much
very
I'm
sure.
sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. They have to be here somewhere.
Yes.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
What did we
Bro,
find,
you
Hina?
that with us.
You're just
What did we
making
find,
it
Hina?
up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles
No,
away.
it would be the fucking.
Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
No.
We found the control room, and that means, in order to be the mastermind, to do all this stuff, to control Monokuma, they have to be.
In the school.
And where would they be in the school?
In
So who did it?
control room.
Whoever did it is that much I.
But when you is the mastermind?
Of course, they have to be here.
What makes you so sure?
I don't know if it's hers or the one that's,
What exactly?
or the million miles
You're
away.
just making stuff up. There's
It's
no
a million
way
miles
the
away on
mastermind
purpose.
is here. The mastermind is probably a
No,
million
no,
miles away.
dang it! That's not what I meant to do.
Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Ugh, that's not what I meant to do.
Are you okay?
So who did it? Whoever did it is that much I.
But when you is the mastermind?
Of course, they have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
I was gonna try it.
Exactly.
I just tried to check
Just
it.
making the mastermind is probably a million.
Oh,
No,
I would have been wrong.
Oh, and I would have been right.
Nice.
At least one of us.
There's
was,
no
you know?
question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
And we've already been over this. Killing game, 16 students. There's only been 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to...
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
Because they were never really here to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the only ones here?
Yeah.
It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Thanks, Hero. I
Yeah,
knew
we
that.
know that, honey.
You're not smart enough. Sorry.
Well, it's not me.
I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna
I
say
blame
it. Okay.
Makoto.
Bro, why me?
What should we do?
What? Why me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
If you paid attention, Alter Ego was thanks to that. Jeez.
Oh, I get it. The
Oh my
only way
God.
he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Hero is such a bandwagon hopper, bro.
For real, bro.
nuts.
Get your
Yeah,
fucking
got
brain
me.
for once, you dumb bitch.
What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The Mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yes, Togami.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Not enough, apparently.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Did she?
No.
That isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I do agree.
I do agree, we do. The other ones.
I got it! All
I got
of the
it.
wounds covering
We
her
got it,
body.
bro.
That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Yes, we already know.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
Yes.
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Or can it?
Consider
can be.
this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Oh, and by the way,
What if,
the
when
time
we
span-
discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
the time span of this game, and I had to look this up, is actually only 2 weeks.
Damn!
That's true. Then naturally the wounds
They
that
killed
killed her
a
would
lot of
appear to
people
be
in 2
however many
weeks.
days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Said who?
Huh?
The who,
How do you
bro?
know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
Do you remember what
No.
we read? Do you remember what we read about her in the profile?
Yeah, she didn't actually get a scratch from anything because she was that good at it.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong.
Thanks.
She denied me
Hey, yo, you got a crush on Kirigiri?
before I could even say anything.
I think she just likes assertive people.
For real.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
You're so sure we're gonna die. I'd rather say in the first.
Yeah, for real.
Alright. Doot. 5 bullets. What are we using?
I'm gonna read the thing first because I didn't.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
Yes.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those
No.
wounds in battle.
Okay.
Are you finished?
What are we using? What bullet are we
Didn't
using?
deny me this timesy wimesy.
Let me look at the photos. Probably her.
You made me
profile.
go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Fair.
Mukuro was. She must have been.
So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds.
Damn
in
it!
battle.
Are you finished? You didn't.
I hate the spinning ones.
Don't worry, there
For
wasn't
real.
anything cute.
Because if you don't hit the yellow one, then it
Mukuro
doesn't.
was. She must have been.
So, obviously, she got all.
Bitch! No.
That's wrong.
Get rejected.
No. Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe
Okay,
it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway,
His face
so
just.
we can be sure
Ew.
that Mukuro suffered all those
Bro's like,
wounds
"Bro, shut the
after
fuck up."
coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence.
Nag, you're getting sassy.
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, damn.
Oh, those look kind of familiar, huh?
But if
Yeah.
that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Indeed.
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Yes.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
That's true.
So who was it that attacked you?
Probably the mastermind.
Sure. Yeah.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true master.
They didn't like I was figuring out too much shit.
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
Always jumping to conclusions, you
What
are.
are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
I mean, that's true.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do
Liar,
you
don't
have
worry.
any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
What's something that's on Mukuro's body that's not on the one that attacked me?
Fake nails.
That too. Also, look at the right hand.
Oh yeah, true, that too. I didn't think about a tattoo. I just thought I saw it by the nails.
All right, let's fucking go. Wind it up. You know,
Let's go. We're gonna shoot at some bitches.
we're gonna have to absorb something because I highly doubt it's this.
Yeah, definitely.
You never saw their face, right?
True.
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Bro, what?
Great.
Creepy.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
Bitch.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
You know what he's gonna do, right?
Blame Kyoko.
And why isn't it Kyoko?
Because she's the one who saved us from the
No,
thing?
there's something more specific. Think about what Makoto said. He saw the hands of the person who attacked him. Well, not just that. What does Kyoko wear? And never take off?
Gloves,
But
yeah.
what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Guess what?
She's showing us her hands.
Look at her fucking hand.
Oh no.
Your hands!
It's more just a little burnt skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
I seem to save the words she said as she said them. And she put her gloves back on.
God, that hand.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Bro.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud?
I'm gonna be a bitch.
hope
I'm gonna
I
be up
didn't hurt
there.
your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
Are they?
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or
Nope.
something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Was she?
No,
And
it's
after
just
she
right
died,
over.
who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
No.
Well,
Well,
she went in the garden pretty much every
She
day.
was. She would have been totally decomposed.
that's true.
Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
But
Yeah, and the
to
bio
hide a body here,
The bio lab.
Yeah, they totally stored her in the pool.
Mukuro's
Yeah,
body
imagine.
was probably
Just her
kept
body
hidden in
floating
the
in
bio lab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Nah, on the ceiling.
That's right.
No, on the
It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
How was it moved?
And I have
With the
no
touch.
doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof. I got it. What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Yep.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Because there's technically one body missing. Because they used the same body twice.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
Huh?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Why would this relate to it, though?
He's trying to distract
what
us.
do you think? Are you
Why are you bringing that up now?
your mom, your dad, your little sister? What do you... Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
You're trying to throw me off course.
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Alright, here we go. Alright, focus. Major focus. Alright.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! Are you sure about this? Proof!
I can take a few hits.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Gotcha.
I'm not listening!
Oh, he can't hear me. Oh, wait. Damn it! I missed my fucking chance.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Which one is it? It's not the secret.
I'm not listening!
The light.
don't.
The light's like, go!
This should prove it.
There we go. It wouldn't switch fast enough. The light's on the doors.
The
Oh, yeah.
inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is... the lights!
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Essentially, yeah.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Means there's somebody else still out there. That should be on is...
It's 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
Are you seriously
That's
not getting it?
simple. Just
I
recall
didn't really
who's
think
died
it.
here so far, and it should become clear.
So Kaya died first. Then Junkar was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth and his family was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And then the victim, number 10, was Makuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
If that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murderers?
The same person was killed
I got
twice.
it. What about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Somebody's getting defensive!
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
Someone's getting defensive!
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
No, I think you're delusional, homegirl. Shut the fuck up.
I like you're about to say homeboy, but then you're like, oh, I know who it is. Never mind. Let me rephrase that.
No, I always say a homegirl, not a
Who
homeboy.
is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No.
Junko Enoshima?
Yeah.
Leon Kuwata?
Shut up.
Chihiro Fujisaki?
Shut up.
Mondo Owada?
Shut up.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada?
We're just gonna go through all the names.
Celestia
know.
Lu?
Ooh, whatever.
Don't do
maybe
Celestia like that.
Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered.
No, that's wrong.
Bitch.
Get fucked, bitch.
Junko, wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Well,
multiple
remember what
body.
happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And this wasn't
And
supposed to
Mukuro
happen.
died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko
I don't think
are
so.
the same person? Wait,
They're not the same
so
person.
Then, what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9, which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Indeed.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro.
No.
What? Did you? Seriously?
Alive.
No!
She exploded! What do you mean?
She took Junko's body and made
No.
it look like she
No, honey.
was
No,
the
honey.
one who died.
Coco,
No,
what
honey.
the fuck?
Oh, honey, no.
So
Honey.
Mukuro is still alive.
No, honey.
She's
Honey,
gotta
no.
be.
That's not what I was
Monokuma's just like, what?
Total silence.
Monica was just so
Then I
fucking done at this
must
point.
be
He's just
right.
like, damn. These are the most stupid ass people.
He's like, these bitches are stupid! Can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro is alive. We know for sure that was her body.
Because of the measurements and that. Her profile probably is the one that's going to be, I feel like.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Yeah, it was.
No,
I don't even have to hear anything else. Yes, it was.
However, we don't even need to hear shit. Let's go.
Because Kyoko confirmed the proportions are right.
the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97
Didn't you say 5'7"?
pounds. Her vitals were 31,
I thought it was
21,
5'7".
32. Everything in her profile
Alright, whatever,
is
it doesn't matter.
consistent with that corpse.
I think they forget the
Then
numbers
there's the matter
themselves,
of
so
the
they just put
Fenrir
random numbers
tattoo.
in.
Probably.
So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then
I think you're missing the obvious
who's
answer
actually
here.
Still
What
alive.
the fuck do you think?
Who could it be?
Duncan, let's go.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She
Were you-
died right before
Hold
our
on,
very
Togumi,
eyes.
were you not paying attention? Mukuro is the one who got stabbed! Jesus Christ, you'd think you'd figure it out!
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
That's because it was, you stupid bitch.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
She was dead. There's no...
So,
It must be...
Then you're withdrawing your previous.
I know you gave it your
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
That smirk tells me she knows something.
No! Of course not! There's no way I'd give up that easy!
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
It's like they like throw out every previous statement we've ever had. Just like, oh, that doesn't matter anymore.
Like, no,
I
you don't-
think we
you
need to look
fucking
at this
rain.
from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, scam it. The question is, well, what do you think happened?
I actually have no clue what the word for the answer is. Replace?
Mm-hmm.
Replace?
Yep. Give me an E. Damn.
Now I understand. That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Well,
No.
technically yes, but no.
No, not but
Technically yes, because she was here from the beginning, but not right before. No.
Specifically,
yeah.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
If it really was Junko in the beginning, which I doubt it was,
I really doubt it too, yeah.
then she would have had to keep the freckles on to keep the appearance up.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah. You're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
That's a good question. Why don't you answer it, Viper?
Oh, I wonder how Gertie
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja
girl. Oh my God,
replacement
that was-
technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that, so maybe the whole idea is wrong.
They switched at the beginning.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
Yeah.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko,
And we would have believed her.
and we never would have known the difference.
Remember when I told you to stare at
That would
those
easily
magazine
allow the
cover
two of
photos?
them to switch places from
Yeah.
the very beginning.
And I was like, this is gonna be important later. And her excuse was Photoshop. Photoshop was not that good in 2010.
But Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
That's true. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it wasn't on auto.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Oh, no.
No, but it could have been
She
covered
could
up with
have
makeup.
hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite
you
an
really just
elaborate
notice
plan
that,
to be
right?
sure. Making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
There you go, Makoto.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
I'm clearly figured it out. Trying to put nothing into place. This time was during our latest service.
The first time was during our latest investigation. Hold on, where is it?
What are you looking for?
I was looking for the bomb, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I didn't think you were in the bomb.
Maybe that, not that one?
Shoot.
Okay. I don't know what it could be. Try to hide Junko's identity.
The great photos, I guess?
Shoot!
What is it? I'm confused. I don't know. I really don't know. No? I really don't know. Hold on.
Was Monokuma's room one of them? I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Hold on.
I'm like half asleep, so like honestly I can't remember at the moment. This investigation.
Okay, I know what it is now. I had to look it up, but I... Oh, I understand now why it's that. Okay. It cut off right after Kyoko's, and who would have been left off?
Watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
I didn't think of the interview one would be so that.
Because it cut off right after Kyoko's.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah!
Oh.
If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met wasn't
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
When else did they try to hide Junko's identity?
Other than the pictures?
The photos.
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Focus. Major focus.
Is that are you saying it to me or you?
I'm saying it to myself, mostly. You really have no defense other than that?
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? That's impossible!
This should prove it. The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
We're trying to say.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko, which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
You're cornered, bitch.
I'll prove everything. Right now.
Let's go, Makoto. You tell him, Naegi. Tell him, Naegi.
Let's go. No, fuck. Or, I don't even know what I went.
I gave you a hint.
I don't even know what the hell you just put out in the thing. I'm not gonna lie. They cover the body. Yeah, sounds about right. How the hell does she carry that body though? Yeah, put the mask on. So go back in the head. The rock in the head would be the second. No, that's wrong. No, ignore me.
Yoko's like, what you doing, bitch?
Isn't there another walking photo of them? Can I go? Wouldn't that be the
This
dead
one,
body,
Carmen?
the one with the knife sticking out? Yeah. And then it's the one that's being blown up, the one with the just yeah, that one.
The killer is you!
Mm-hmm.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Mm-hmm.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same.
Still, how do you fit them big-ass pigtails in there?
She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence she needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko Enoshima!
The ghost behind the
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax?
There's
of
still
the
something we have to
case?
do. What do we have to do?
I'll vote.
Huh? We still have to do something. What do we have to do?
Other than vote?
Mm-mm. We have to figure out the mysteries of the school.
Oh, yeah.
There's still plenty more to go!
Guess what?
Oh god, don't explode my day. Oh! Fucking hell.
I'm sorry, she's still hot.
We have been waiting, waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
I will say, you're not gonna get these references until you've played 2. She's imitating some people.
Ah.
But
You made your choice. Will you serve under us?
No.
Good choice.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
Right now, she's imitating one of my favorite characters, and I hate it.
This is the mastermind? Yeah, she sounds like she's going crazy. Genuinely.
Anyway, it looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Where have you seen her? Or when, I guess. Yeah, I'll just do this one for you.
That's right. It was before I ever came to this school.
Oh yeah, the fucking magazine.
I remember seeing a magazine cover.
My brain didn't click it. I'm like half asleep, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And you were on it.
Wow,
Oh,
you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
Oh, you're talking about pickup photos and junk? Well, of course. It's a total Photoshop.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
Yeah, she is really channeling my favorite character right now.
Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know. It's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Okay.
I'll give you one guess who she's imitating right now. You know this one.
Do I?
It's actually a mixture of two people, but you know one of them. Yeah!
Girl, you laughing like that does not help.
Jenna Scheider Jill.
Girl, I'm half asleep. My brain ain't
And
working.
together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Also, she's also another one of my favorite characters.
Whoa! She's a
I don't
totally
know why, but
different
at first I
person
thought
now.
you someone from fucking My Hero Academia from Mom.
I will promise you, the person she's imitating is not that agitating.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Ugh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Eh.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Another great character.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director, and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate
I do like the
fashionista
ponytail, though.
status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Now that character is annoying.
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
That's why she said this wasn't supposed to happen.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right! There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
Don't beat up Monokuma?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez,
Ayo.
misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
Can you tell how stressed I am by that voice?
You just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything.
The person she's imitating.
I don't know my camera because we just see the most disgusted looks I'm giving her.
Oh, another one.
Twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands.
Also an annoying character.
That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah,
Master's way more perfect. Cause on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Coco, it does not matter.
Don't you mean
Coco, just shut the fuck up at this point. You don't care.
noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that
Oh,
part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what
Makoto
we're going
cussed?
to do.
Help?
We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
I hate the Junko actress trying to do Monokuma's voice. Do you remember?
I think it's the first one.
I got it!
It's the first one or second one. I couldn't
You're
remember.
talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well,
Stop imitating my
I was hoping you
man!
didn't forget something so important.
We gonna fight!
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
Oh my god.
So then, let me ask you another question.
What?
Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
No.
A theme?
It all had to do with
You
us.
got it. So that's my question
yeah.
to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
You remember?
She wanted either someone to kill her, she was gonna kill someone, but then she got killed. The DVDs are the fucking motive, because she saw something, I can't remember what she saw though.
Our friends.
Oh yeah. The first game was human connections?
I got it!
It looks like his internal
The
relations.
driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys?
Oh my
Each
god.
video showed the total destruction.
I'm
of the
sorry.
most
Knowing who
important
that she's
relationship.
impersonating hurts me deeply because I know how they sound and it hurt. Like,
For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question!
Oh, fuck off.
you know the sad part? That is
What?
not really far off from who she's impersonating.
Oh god.
Pig barf!
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
I don't think I was for that second motive, was I?
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets!
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't there for this one.
And
I
the
don't
whole
remember.
reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
You weren't here for this one either.
Mm-mm.
I got it!
Really?
He offered $10 million.
Damn.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got
Apparently
it
she
again!
had like millions of men around her in a castle. Honestly, I would like that too, you know.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
I mean, I'm
Oh.
proud for
Point
Celeste.
of
She's
all
the only one
this,
who's killed 2
Why
people,
are
you
you
know.
making us go through this case by case?
I will say this. When we start the second game and you realize who all she's imitating, you're gonna look back at the video. You're gonna go, "Oh, that's oh."
That's something.
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now,
Okay,
can you
Eva,
tell me the
calm down.
motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Oh. Was fucking blackmail. But also, is he? It'd be. Either, oh my god,
In
girl.
her case,
Oh, but it could have
it
been
was
either of those
betrayal.
3. Don't even fucking with me right now.
Precisely. You see,
She only really imitates
once
like
I revealed
4 people.
Sakura's betrayal,
Yeah, I don't think she knows how to do
everything
anybody
that
else.
came afterwards.
She imitates 1 man and 3 women, I believe.
Damn.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
This is a woman.
But what's the point?
I
What
can tell.
meaning
This
is there
one
in
is
asking
the
those
man.
questions now?
This is a woman,
I could cut.
and this is a woman.
Relationships?
Okay.
Secrets? Money?
Ooh, fuck off.
Betrayal?
Sorry, 4 women and 1 man.
These are all pretty standard motives,
Wait,
right?
did I count that
The
right?
most
Yeah.
normal
That
of
sounds like an absolute
Totally
fucking
middle of
child
the
talking
road.
to me.
Pretty damn close, actually.
But of course, those aren't the only
Oh.
motives that exist in this
5
world.
women. I forgot about that one.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. 2 sides of the
Her
same
boobs are
coin,
uneven.
divided by a razor-thin line.
Why are you looking at them?
Such is hope and
I mean, they're right there. Like, the left one is higher up. It's
Does not mean it gives you the chance to look at
How
them.
much longer is
Jeez.
this
It's
stupid
okay.
speech of yours?
Junko's chest, like, around is 91 centimeters. The protagonist of Danganronpa 2, Hajime, his is 93. So he canonically has a bigger chest than Junko.
Damn, what the fuck?
He actually has the biggest chest in the game, which means he beats out Mondo, he beats out other buff men, he beats out Sakura.
I love seeing buff men.
The funny thing is, he's not buff looking at all,
Oh god.
but you'll see.
Aren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
This one I'm a little bit iffy on. There's like 2 people it could be, but I'm pretty sure it's the one I think it is.
What I'm trying to
Right.
say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
And there's a reason she's... what is the word I'm looking for here? Impersonating them?
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave
And
you
why
hope.
is there? What's the reason?
You'll find out in the second one.
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
What do you think? What's your theory?
The river tragedy.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us. Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Oh god.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there?
Do you?
Yes.
I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
What about it? Should we recognize? The whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
I want to roll my eyes so hard.
I don't remember. Ain't a fucking excuse no more. Because now it's time for the final class trial.
Okay.
Wait, what was Genocide Jack's memory?
I don't know.
Come on.
Hold on, let me... That's not gonna help.
What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything. This
Wait!
is the end for all of us.
There
What
is
other
somebody who can remember
choice do
something.
we have?
Because their memories are separate.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
bitches! What the fuck
You want us to when it comes to that crazy... I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to be
Nobody can remember anything.
Oh, damn it!
This is the end for all of us.
But Genocide Jack can remember because even if Toko had her memory swipes, Genocide Jack
You want
has
us
her
to
own
when it
memory
comes to
system.
that crazy... I don't understand. What's the meaning? Is this another one of...
I mean, what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
There we
No,
go.
that's wrong. Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Oh, he said the magic words.
Dun, 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 dun. It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer. Boy, he just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet ya.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye. Roger, you got it, Captain.
That's a big call.
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
No, you're not.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help
Oh
you
my God.
remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question! What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event.
What is?
Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat, the world turned out the way it did. And that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! This is the true
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
Oh boy, here we go.
What did you say?
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Jeez. Oh, I don't know.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop? And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone. The Togami family is destined to guide the world.
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Did we?
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here
Did
a
we?
few weeks ago.
A few
Exactly.
weeks? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that? Okay,
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth.
I just want to punch her for
And the truth
disrespecting
is,
my...
Everything is cause and effect.
Also,
Deny that,
I just noticed,
then you may as well
look
give
at
yourself up
Asahina's
to
shorts.
God.
She's got the Monokuma eye on it. Did you notice that?
No, I couldn't see it.
It's right beside her hand.
Oh.
So,
I did not know that was what that
you
was.
must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Not really. A little
What
bit
are
lost.
the memories
really.
I took from you?
You took 2 years worth of memories from me, obviously.
Answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Me either, Hero. I think Togami's in shock.
Me too, man. Me too.
Stolen from us. What Junko says is true. If we came here years ago, the rest of us don't remember getting here within the last few weeks or so.
Well, I thought Hope's Peak, the Hood Try and Pass, and the Treasure. Pretty much the Hood Try and Pass, realistically.
No?
Shoot!
Yeah, it's okay, we got plenty of hearts. So which one now?
The bottom one.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life.
Well, if you think about it, if we don't remember the last 2 years, we wouldn't remember the tragedy which happened a year ago.
Mm-hmm. I want it to be impossible. Wow, girl. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it too. It's the truth.
Alright, how are we making our argument?
I don't even know.
2
Let's
years
see.
worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
This is all just
Damn it!
surreal.
That fucking
2 years have passed.
that his notebook proves
How
it.
freaking old am I?
Bro, just add 2 years.
Everyone's so conflicted. 2 years? I could never lose.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible. I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school event. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
Damn
This is
it!
all just
Plus, if how freaking
I'll probably have to shoot it.
Everyone's so.
Like,
2 years? I could never lose.
we've been living here for hell no.
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
I missed it. Are you kidding me?
Plus, if how freaking old.
Everyone's so.
This is so agitating.
2 years? I could never lose.
We've been living here for hell no. I mean,
I haven't gone to any awesome. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class.
Bullshit.
No, that's wrong.
I have your notebook. Bam.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hero, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Of the entrance ceremony?
I got it!
I don't know which one you
The
just picked.
moment I lost my memories, I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal.
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such
Were you
close
known that they looked
friends.
2 years older,
You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
I will warn, sensitive content ahead. They're about to go in. I'm pretty sure they're about to go into detail about the tragedy. And if they do, well, I hope I don't get demonetized. Oh, here we go.
Good luck.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it because she didn't, and I don't know if she will. But you know how she said it led to the extermination of most of the students? Yeah, it was a mass suicide. Not a mass genocide like somebody was, like Makoto and Togami were thinking.
Oh.
And they did it for her.
All for a fucking woman.
Oh, just wait until you find out what the remnants of despair did. But that's not until Danganronpa 2!
Yay!
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world
Well,
has fallen
there's
into
one more
despair.
person that helped with this, but you're not gonna know who he is until the second
In
one.
other words, if you see
Fair enough,
despair
then.
as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter! Ah, I said it twice!
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
Who was it?
Do any of you know who that might have been?
The headmaster.
Yes, the Prime Minister. Totally.
It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
But you really went and fucked that up, didn't
Yeah,
you?
the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Hijack?
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless.
I will say, we didn't really have to solve a lot for the second part of that, because you just talked a lot.
How would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now!
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? We've been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
We get it. We get
If
it,
even the
okay?
serial killer is serious,
Totally
you know
awesome,
something's
right?
wrong.
We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything. Just help me.
Wow.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying? If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all goners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them!
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
Technically, you murdered her sister, so...
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple! You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner! It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this'll be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Of course you did.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry. I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
You mean, we'd
have to just live here?
And that's how she's tempting them.
Let us live.
Mm-hmm. If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Oh, you're actually talking?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down! Makoto, you're up!
What, me?
Me?
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished,
Makoto dies.
then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Are you fine with killing me, bro?
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
Oh.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's crazy.
What?
You know?
Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
Not really.
That's not it!
It's okay.
Especially
You're
not
right
Hero.
to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
Oh, that's cold.
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything
What do you
will
think's
come
gonna
to an
happen?
end. Your stupid hope.
Your
He's
stupid
gonna die.
life.
You think they're gonna betray Makoto?
Mm-hmm. Hero's fucking stupid enough to do it, let's be real here.
Eh, fair enough. Honestly, surprised he lived this long.
Me too, man. How the fuck do you get this long?
We have one last chance.
Let's
see what we got first. Oh
We
god, that's a
won't
lot.
give up. As long as there's
Jesus.
hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Okay.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I think we
where
have to
only
use
death
the photo of
and
Kyoko
despair
against her.
are waiting.
That's the only option I see here.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, I can't shoot hers. Oh, it doesn't even tell me. Use my own hope.
We
Alright.
won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Hope! Let's use
If
hope!
I were to die,
Let's use hope!
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
We gotta put our hope in, everybody!
Don't lose hope now.
We gotta put our hope in everybody's hope!
Fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Absolutely.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
Yeah.
So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here.
That's right,
the
hero.
whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah, you tell him, hero.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
by the way,
The air outside is totally the only reason we're okay is thanks to the air.
Hina,
Don't lose hope now.
don't give up!
Don't lose hope, girl. Come on, let's go.
I'm gonna put my hope in your hope!
Thinking about all this,
What the fuck does that mean?
and I was thinking, at a time like this,
Don't look at me like that.
what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah!
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Something like that, yeah.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want.
I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will. In other words, the communal life you've all been living will come.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, I still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Don't worry, I'll get him there.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living as long as I have my Master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside. Where
Kogami, don't give up.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous.
That little smirk is back.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Sure.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you. I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
Yes.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
we won't give up. As long as there's hope,
Oh,
we'll
shit.
never give up.
if I were to die,
I didn't mean to do that.
that would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living.
All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said
I would claim the Mastermind's life. By whatever.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Oh, maybe I do have to give her hope as well. Hold on.
Shoot. We won't give up. As long as there's hope.
Not what I meant to do. What the? I was trying to absorb it.
That would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the. Say
Time to skip
whatever
through
you
all
want.
this.
If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living.
All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the
So, will you just die?
Yes, I know.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to
Alright,
die,
time to skip all the way to the end.
I've
By
decided.
the way, the only
This takes
reason is
forever.
thanks to the. Say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all.
I can keep on living.
All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the
So, will you just die?
Kyoko, don't give up.
Don't lose hope now.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you? So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other, it's all so uncool, so unhip. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
And here we're getting into the final boss battle.
Woo!
Because you know when they start ranting about being the same word over and over, it's over. Let's do this. Let's go, Junko. I'm ready. Let's beat your ass.
You suck! What do you want?
So uncool.
Oh boy. This is really hard. Okay, hold on.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
Trying to get a steady beat here.
Unbearable.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
Apparently, I'm going to.
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Suffer from despair.
Oh, here we go.
Despair into
Hope keeps on going.
I did it with half a heart left. Bam!
You did it.
I refuse to give up.
Just like that Captain
refuse to
Sparkle
get
song.
bored.
Half a heart is left, but
throw
don't
away.
die, die, die.
I refuse to despair. Because all I
haven't
have
even
going
caught that
for
one
me
from Captain
is the
Sparkle.
desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on? What's happening?
You're losing. That's what's happening, girl.
Suck it, bitch. "16 phases. Whew.
Damn.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Let's go.
When you totally be killing yourself, then, girl? Oh, that's quite a cute photo of her, though.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
That's just...
You still don't accept it?
Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
There's no use in trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh boy, here we go.
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. And I killed my own sister for it.
And now
Come this far and fail at the very end.
True
It's the most
despair.
ultimate despair.
What are you talking about?
And now
Don't you see? I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once in a lifetime experience. It's my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the ultimate failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So prepared to admit defeat. You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you.
That's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Don't make me
Let me tell you
repeat
this right
myself.
now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah.
Yeah, Makoto's totally seduced us. Everyone.
Hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is.
Kyoko.
No,
Stop it! Stop it! I hate those faces you're making. See, this awful looks causes nothing but pain.
There's one
Fine,
last
let me just say
thing.
one last thing. You guys want to get all hung up on the world of hope? There's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope. There is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope?
Of course, but we...
It's fine,
Shut up,
it's
shut up.
fine.
That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
it can't be.
You really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right?
Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste the despair of death that you only get once in a life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Okay.
She's a little bit nuts.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair. Even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
Gross.
Ew.
Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Yeah, she's lost it.
Mm-hmm. I like how she got out and just walks instead of having to be dragged away.
She's got elements from everybody's.
Mm.
Leon's baseball stadium, Celestia's, the circus, Ramondo's, and of course
the crushing
from Nagy's. On top of what?
The cage of death. The burning of Versatile? I don't know. Or Skag Gigi Destroyer. Jesus. Blast off.
She even did the one that she did to Kirigiri's dad, or to Kirigiri's dad.
Yeah, the after school lesson. Oh,
Peace
wow,
out.
gonna say that too? Damn, girl. Oh.
She could have stopped it, but she didn't.
Mm. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko and Noshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over.
Oh. Of course, we have to finish it out, because this is technically not the end.
Mm-hmm. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. What the hell was that noise? We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door, no room made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end...
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave.
To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors?
Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to the storm?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out. ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I'll force you out. She said that just before dropping that. Makes sense that it'll be our way out of here.
But
Well, you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never specifically said that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that.
Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
Beautiful
Scissors! The math scissors and jump so far up.
And she's back.
Oh, hey, where's the quorum? Where's the mastermind?
It's all over. We were just about to leave the school.
What? Leave? We can go outside? And then me and Master can get married? And then we'll have me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
Don't worry. I've no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's about what happens after we get out that I'm worried about.
But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
for serious.
maybe when we'll get out of here, we'll see that everything she said out about the world was a lie. And that on the other side of the story is a world full of peace, as we remember, as people remember. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's our world. It's where we were meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there's also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. Rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty.
I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat.
I get it now. If there's no road, you're just going to build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro's life story is about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Nina. You really opened my eyes.
Hey, personal space buddy, you're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone. Even if the world is steeped in despair. As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of here and do something, have some sort of impact.
But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do? No way we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might even be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
Oh, you guys, girl,
I
okay.
can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with my hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Beep, that button's gonna get pressed. You know what's gonna happen? Boom, you did. The door begins to open. With my hands. With our hands. Hope and despair mingle together, opening the door to the future. Oh, damn.
Yeah. And that is the end of Danganronpa.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this series and keep an eye out for Danganronpa 2 coming soon. So what's your favorite part about all this?
Oh, bro. A lot of it was actually, to be fair. Honestly, I love games where you get to like solve crimes and shit. Honestly, it's so good.
This is the Japanese cast, so, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, guys. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And we'll see you next time in Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, despair. Bye.